week into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's get it. Come on, Mama. I got to put you down now in a minute. I got to put you down.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 47 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. With the success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Watson. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the 50, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down, Texans.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, a run with Lindsey, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
To it on the stop.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. quick throw completed by Watson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. To throw is Watson. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Texans 7, Steelers 3.
You still giving them 14 points?
And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Texans 7, Steelers 3.
What's wrong? AJ gone. You drunk all that.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Well, 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
58, boy, 58, 58. Come on. Get ready, get ready, get ready. No spacing.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall.
On down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson forced out to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Throwing again is Watson. Rolling to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now they try the right side here. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Number 22, the ball carrier.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Roethlisberger. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And he is all the way up past the 25. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Off of play action, it's Watson. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Good catch there by Randall Cobb. We know him as a longtime Packer who spent last season in Dallas. Now he brings his veteran presence to Houston, where he can help the young quarterback, Deshaun Watson, continue to develop.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to go deep for Conley. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. coming up at halftime. We'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Complete to Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Texans 14, Steelers 3.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On the return comes Cobb. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick.
And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ebron caught left side. And they'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Going right side here, and that's complete. Good. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Watch 36.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the Texans.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Boswell's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They are going for it. Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger completing it to the right side. Johnson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense.
36. Watch 36 to Mike. Here we go.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Watch 36 to Mike.
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Watson off play action, being chased out left. And that is incomplete here.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Throwing again. Watson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
That's out to the left and complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Complete to Chris
A
Conley.
nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. He'll find Lindsey here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. That's caught out wide by Cooks.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks. And it's hard to believe that he's on his 4th team in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans, in New England, and in Los Angeles. 2019, though, was his first year under 1,000 yards since 2014. He's looking for a bounce back.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsey. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
7-7.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Vinatieri now for the point after. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Texans 28, Steelers 6. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ben to throw again. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This duo locked in 14 yards there and a first down.
Another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. from the gun. Here's Watson. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Randall Cobb, 78 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go, D. Switch, switch, switch.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
230. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Oh, here we go. Oh, check 3, check 3, check 3.
Right back to him on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I got you, pump. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. 46 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Quick throw completed by Watson. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No
no
yards.
yardage. Okay.
98 to Mike. Pick it up, pick it up.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyson Alualu. Able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
They're going with Lindsey. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And 1.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
23-yard
running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Texans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.